insider information at all about that. I'm not even just lying to you. I don't know, but might be. Of course, we've been waiting for a long time for the Asian pros to play on 1.30 as well. In Europe, we've had it for quite a while now. Interesting meta changes, certainly. The Keeper, perhaps, the biggest new find of the new patch. Gonna be interesting. Gonna be very, very interesting. Alright, Lucifer started off with a bit of ghoul harass, and that was a very unnecessary loss. Could have easily saved that, but he didn't pay attention for a moment. Was busy looking somewhere else, and the ghoul dies. And it's once again Lucifer with a very late tech. Lucifer is one of the only guys who sometimes will go for double crypt ghoul rush. He hasn't even finished this camp yet. He is not teching yet. He's at 260 lumber. It's very, very weird. Lucifer, his tier 2 tech timing is always so bad. Not always, but oftentimes is. Something that I just cannot understand. A player who is so good at so many difficult things in the game has struggled finding the early tier 2 tech. Here's gonna be. It's way too late! Look at this timing for the night off! And I think it was even a 3 Moonwell tech. I don't know what exactly went wrong with this lumber income, but this is not supposed to look like this. Nowadays in the meta, usually the night off is slightly ahead of tech, maybe like 5 to 10 seconds. But this is a massive difference. It's almost a minute. I don't know. He even had the time to go towards the middle to go for the boots and the staff. So now he should be feeling pretty damn well in this game. Only thing he's really missing is level 3, and then it's looking pretty good here. As far as the opening goes for Sini. Hunter's Hall way in the back. I like that. If Lucifer wants to die for a kill, it's probably gonna come at a fairly high cost. And he's not gonna do that. So instead, moving towards the middle, this is very easy to creep up. The advantage for the Undead in the early game, it's way easier for them to creep than it is for the Night Elf, who has to rely on the Ancient of War for a long time. Speaking of which, where's the Ancient of War? Moving down now. Only 3 archers here. It's a little greedy, but he invested heavily into the inventory of the Demon Hunter. 400 gold with the boots and the staff. And does not want to give this one away to Lucifer too easily. And his tier 2 should be almost finished. And with the Naga coming in, he could be able to find a few kills here. Lucifer, though, moving forward, wants to find some archer surrounds here. Has another coil. And saves the ghoul. With that one, the archer just barely squeezes through. Ah, not quite, actually. And now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Remember, one ghoul died earlier. But the demon is too slippery here to get surrounded. He's going for the Naga right away. Could be a little bit dangerous. Might almost land in a surround. Oh my god. Lucifer has been pretty good with his surrounds recently. Also against Lawliot, putting in work. But now has to run. Has that tech disadvantage that we pointed out earlier. Which is way, way, way bigger than it's supposed to be. Oh, and it's starting to become painful here. Losing 3 ghouls is far from ideal. And you're really not allowed to lose any more. He's probably going for his own Naga. But with the amount of ghouls he's already lost, is that the best idea? I don't know, we'll see. He's certainly hanging around the tavern, and here is the Naga. Good items. Did he buy the circlet? He bought the circlet or the claws, one of the two. And now he's coming in for the creep deck. This is a really good position. Dream kill here would be the Naga. Can't kill the demon, of course. He gets the archer for free. Oh, and actually, Sini can't even finish the big one. So in the early stages, in the early mid-game, I should perhaps rather say, both players taking severe losses. All archers dead. 3 ghouls killed as well. And if this Naga here falls, this is going to be a very, very good early game for Lucifer. 1, 2, and she's dead with the combo. And now, saving his own Naga, that's the dream. Trying to go for the surround. It's pretty hard to do that, doesn't have too many ghouls anymore. Wow! That was almost a 4-unit surround. It's a 4 ghoul surround. With that, keeps the Naga alive. Alright, well done. Lucifer coming back nicely into this game. Lost 3 ghouls, but then found a lot of return kills. The tech for him is still fairly late, considering undead standards. But what is Sini supposed to do right now? He has nothing but the Demon Hunter. Somehow he's at 30 supply. Everything's in production, I guess. Oh, and the first invul of the game goes to the undead as well. That's a very big deal. Shop control, of course, crucial on Echo Isles. Only going to be one invul available every now and then to be shared between the two. Thank you very much, Vanita Scabo, for the sub and welcome. I just checked our sub count, dude. We're at over 800 now. I think we're at 802 with Mr. Vanita Scabal coming in very freshly. 800! Isn't that sick? 2-3 months ago, we just broke the 500, and now it's 800. But it's always in September. The numbers always inflate a little. And afterwards, they drop down again. But still really cool, man. 800 subs. Thank you guys all so much. So here's the expo. Backed up by barely any army at all. But now this is a good timing for Sini. He's coming in with the Dryads. He's coming in with his Naga here again in a moment. Offensive coil towards the Demon Hunter. The DK is level 3. Is getting mass slowed down here. But it's more ghoul kills. Oh, and the Naga. She's gonna die as well. Oh no, she has the invul. It's triggering the TP. More ghouls are dying. It's worth it in the end. How many did he get though? He got 2 ghouls and the invul. That's not bad. But it's also the TP gone.
A player's forces are
and it's time that he wasn't creeping. He went for more claws at the marketplace as well, by the way. Or did he? Ah, may have been from over here. So tier 2 Expo Mass Dryads here is the play. No bears in sight. Lawliot showed us that you do not have to have an expansion against Undead in the late game. This is what we always thought. Night Elf has to have an Expo in the late game to have a chance. But Lawliot proved that assessment wrong. Really sick, but I don't know. Is it maybe only Lawliot who can do it? Lawliot was absolutely unbelievable in the race war against Undead, winning that thing pretty much single-handedly for his race. When we thought that Undead was to be considered favored in that matchup, even 1-2-0, WFZ and Lucifer, some of the best Undeads in the world, couldn't stop Lawliot. That was absolutely amazing. Parryapt, yeah, Parryapt of Vitality. For the Naga, not too bad at all. But the next invul will go to the Demon, and he also found another one. So now he's got 2, a big one and a small one, and that's a very big deal. That helps him a lot. Because he doesn't have Reju. No healing at all, really, aside from the Moonwells. And now, what does Lucifer do? We know him to be a counter-expansion player oftentimes. But I'm not sure that he has the time for this in this game. Against Mass Dryads, ghouls, usually not the best idea. Fiends, though, pretty damn good. An A-bomb or 2 as well. I know Lucifer to try mass A-bombs every now and then. I hope he doesn't do that. Here we have the first one. Especially for Disease Cloud, can be very valuable. Even with the old Disease Cloud against mass Dryads. It has great effect. Right, here we go. Sitting at the shop now. Wanted to go for that invul, but it's on cooldown still. Heal Scroll instead. Also really good. And in we go. Question mark. At the moment, Sini is not in upkeep yet. He doesn't have the biggest Dryad army here. And these are fairly strong undead heroes. Oh my god, that inventory on the Lich is sick. Naga almost level 3. DK's kind of close to level 4. And of course now Sini wants to buy as much time as he possibly can. Wants to really get the gold rolling in from the expo. As you can see, it only just started mining a second ago, really. Oh, and there is actually the counter expansion. Wisp scouting this though very, very quickly. Sets up the Ancient of War aggressively. And now it is level 3 on the Naga. Coil over Fork Lightning, he immediately drops super low HP. It's a level 2 Cold Arrow, by the way, as you can see. So he's super, super slow from this. I like that choice. Pretty much always. Greater Invul is running for a long time, though. Seems like the Lich is going to be completely out of mana. Needs to get the coil here to survive. And now the Demon's going to be in trouble next. But I imagine there is a staff. There is not, actually. So he has to be extremely careful with this. Long range coil. Oh, my god. He survives with the Scroll of Healing coming in as well. Naga dropping lower herself. And now it's only Dryads left. And these heroes and a couple of Fiends by themselves will beat a big amount of Dryads. Heroes have to go back and heal. There's a bit of Moon Juice here. There's a shop as well. He's got healing potions in his inventory, but no more invuls. Oh no, the Naga has one as well. May want to transfer that to the Demon, of course. Then she's a super glass cannon. But the Ancient of War is finishing. How is Lucifer going to do this? Is he going to retreat? Try to cover his own expansion or put on the pressure here. He just forced these heroes away. Maybe he has an opening to kill this base, which would of course be amazing for him. So here we go. Invul on the Demon once again. There is some mana here on these undead heroes for 1 or 2 combos. Fork Lightning coming against the Naga. He wanted to Nova her as well, but he was mana burn, I think it was. A-bomb dies. A lot of experience going Nido's way here. Going for the Naga next. Invol's over though now. And now he has to be careful. This time there is a staff. The Naga just purchased it earlier. Fork Lightning is only level 1. Doesn't really do too much. Now both Nagas have to be careful. This Naga dies. Double level up. But so will this one. And this level 3 Naga. Or will she? Demon going towards the middle. Once again, Invul should be available. It is. And that is so important. So important that it gets this one. Naga dies, but it takes a long time. The Expo. Can it survive? It's super low, honestly. He still has the TP here to evacuate if he needs to. There has to be Coil Nova right now. Coil Nova this. You can kill this tree. Why is he not using the spells, man? That's a mistake. This is buying a lot of time for Sini. He could kill all of these wisps so easily. I feel like this tree could have been taken out. But he's still standing strong here. Over Mauler dies pretty easily. There's another combo here on these undead heroes. Over here, Ancient of War dealing with this expansion. But now the demon's back, and now it's really hard to deal with him. He doesn't have the cold arrow anymore. He doesn't have an invul here to save his lich. I feel like he missed an opportunity to kill this tree. He's killing a few dryads. This one actually nicely saved, and now comes the TP out, and now Lucifer has to run south immediately to kill this Ancient of War. And I imagine it's gonna be Sini running over to support the Ancient. And here we go, Lucifer heading south right away. With some items as well from the shop, I imagine. Mana potion, very important. Have the coils to save the lich. Naga is coming back on both sides. Actually a little slow here for Sini. But Sini's only at 50 supply still. So it could have gone worse for him. He could have lost his Expo, I think. I'm pretty sure. But as it is, and that Expo came up. And there we go. That's why the mana potion was so important. Also the narrow tower finishing here is very, very important to control this demon. He has one more coil left and uses it here. Gets the level 3. Invul over. And now he can slow the demon after the narrow finishes. And with that, the lich should be safe. Probably. And this is not really a Night Elf strategy that transitions well into the late game. Oh, the demon. Can he even make it out? He eats a fiend. Uses the Nova and kills the demon. Ancient of War, now pesky as it was, is taken out without too much trouble in the end. And the Expo will keep on mining. And look at the main. It's only Dryad still. No tier 3 inside at all. He has the money for the rebuy, but it's not good enough. GG! By Sini. Once again, expansion play not working out. Mass Dryads just... Once the heroes are out of the fight, the demon especially is forced out, the Mass Dryads just get picked off so easily. I don't think that's a strategy that's very reliable anymore. Maybe if you have a good start and get to 60, 70, 75 supply quickly, then it can be good, but the Expo was pretty late. Oh well, oh well, oh well. That's the 1-0 for Lucifer. Who is the favorite, of course. Has been playing pretty damn well lately. And Sini, yeah, as I said earlier, has been rather quiet for a while now. So, next map is going to be the Night Elf's choice. Would love to go to Terranas. Or... what other good map is there? It's kind of the only one, right? Yeah, I think so. Amazonia. Pretty good map. Early game for the demon. Has certainly some difficulties as well, though. But Night Elves really like this map. Super easy Ancient of War creep. Level 2 right away. 2 items. And then you can try to apply pressure with the demon. Or try to creep level 3 early. Which I am a way bigger fan of. That's the way Lolai did it as well. Stay on one base. Don't worry about the expansion. Just stay one base. Go tier 3. Level up your heroes, most importantly. And try to not lose too much stuff in between. I don't know if you guys were watching Night Elf vs Undead Race War a couple of days ago, but that was really an eye-opener to me. Lolai just with confident play, staying on one base, staying competitive. defeating 1-0 in a 1 base versus 1 base game. Which was on this map, by the way. So here we go. Map number 2, Lucifer in the lead. This, by the way, is a map where Lucifer will every now and then bust out the double crypt ghoul rush, which is of course very entertaining and not always responded to perfectly by players, especially Foggy. I'm sorry, I have to keep on jabbing him here. Oh, and he's doing it. Yep. This is the double crypt ghoul rush. Ghoul opening, tries to cancel the Ancient of War. If it doesn't work, honestly, it's a little bit hard for him to make this, to pull this off. Because he's gonna have no lumber at all. He's gonna have to go for another necro to get the supply he needs. And with good wisp control, he should be able to de-aggro the creeps here. It's mostly working. This one rogue is still wailing away. Ooh, is it enough damage? It is... it's taking some damage here. 5 to 10 damage. With every swing of these two. And now the Ancient of War must not attack the creeps, otherwise they're aggroed again. This is very important. So he's uprooting it. He's eating a tree. And this is delaying archers a lot now. And creeping, of course. It is the Demon Hunter. The Ghoul. Trying to be more annoying. Should walk away now, though. Pretty soon. And over here we have the Necropolis, as he has no lumber for the next ziggurat. And this is most likely gonna be a double crypt ghoul rush. Now this is of course extremely telegraphed. Sini will know about this. Wouldn't be too surprised to see another Ancient of War popping down here soon. At the moment though, he doesn't have the lumber for this. Wants to go for more Moonwells instead. And here we go, first archer out. Is he really gonna start creeping with such a low HP Ancient of War? Oh no, not quite. Yeah, some Night Elves are greedy and put the Ancient of War here, like right next to the creeps. And if they do that, then this little ghoul attack will kill the Ancient of War, and it will cause a lot of issues for the Night Elf. But as it is, I think it's okay for Sini. He can creep this, albeit with a bit of a delay, certainly. But it's fine, I believe. DK here, Lightning Shield creep. Not denying any of it just yet. Will be level 2 here himself in no time. And actually skipped the shop here for a long time. Don't really need those to creep these two camps with the Lightning Shield being so effective. And alright, standard play here. Seems like Sini is not thinking that this is a double crypt ghoul rush, which it doesn't have to be. I just thought it was going to. If you kill the Ancient of War, pretty sure 100% of the time it's double crypt. But actually it is. Here we go, second crypt coming in. And the DK found some nice mana items. Not even all that bad. If the demon wants to burn all your mana, that costs him a lot of mana. And that means he's gonna be healing pretty inefficiently. Wisp coming in for the scout. He didn't see the second crypt yet. And he uses the coil to deny the find. But it is pretty suspicious right now. The number of ghouls walking out was 7. That doesn't have to be a double crypt ghoul rush, but it's looking scary. I like this. Tech is coming. Second Ancient of War early. He's not making more archers, though. I don't know about that one. Goes for the boots. Also really good. Otherwise, it's so hard to stay out of surrounds. And Lucifer wants to creep to level 3. This is something we can see more and more from him. With this double crypt ghoul rush, creep to level 3 quickly as well. And then go for aura level 2, actually. And then the ghouls are so fast. It's kind of ridiculous. Demon. Almost gets surrounded right there. That was close already. This is not quite level 3, but it's close for the DK. Needs an archer and a wisp now. But why is he not making more archers? This Ancient of War is just walking around doing nothing. He's got 550 gold. He's delaying nicely with the demon here, but now he finds himself in the surround. And that is the TP gone. Only one. He's not gonna have more of these. Ghoul will survive here as well, most likely. And now he has to be very, very careful. That was not necessary. Wasn't looking at the demon there for a moment. Got surrounded, and now it's a little scary. But there's 2 Ancients of War here. That does help a lot. So surprised that he's going with 2 archers only. It looks so greedy to me. Because there's gonna be tons of ghouls. More and more and more and more coming from the main. Ghouls can take out archers, moonwells, even the demon now pretty easily, but they don't want to fight against the Ancients of War. Over here, Hunter's Hold, pretty hidden, that's pretty nice. And the important thing here is the tier 2 tech timing, because when the second hero comes out, be it Alchemist or Panda, Panda probably better. It's, yeah, a lot easier to hold this. It's going for the Hunter's Hall. He may actually get this one. More and more ghouls are coming in. So many ghouls! Gets another one, and he gets the surround almost on the demon. This should be the surround still. Oh, he messes it up. Lucifer had a chance there to kill this demon hunter. Oh, actually, he has the staff. I like that choice as well. Went for the staff, and oh, gets the ghoul, actually. Not bad, but the staff might not be good enough. Holy shit, 2 HP. Oh my god. As close as it gets. So, the Hunter's Hall is going down. Can he produce Ancients of Lore before it falls? One's here. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? He only made the one, but the second hero, Panda, is here. This will be level 3, by the way. This Ancient of War kill. That's a big deal. He killed a Wisp before. That was level 3, actually. And now we have the level 2 aura. Look how fast they are. And the demon isn't looking! You cannot afford to look away from your demon. Otherwise, he's surrounded and he dies. Oh, no. And now, yes, the Panda's pretty good. But is he good enough against this swarm of ghouls? It's going for the altar. Smart play. It has to be a revive then. It's going to be very expensive, not only in terms of resources for the revive, but also in terms of healing him back up again. And now the Panda. Where is Sini looking? He's fortunate here that he doesn't get surrounded. There was certainly an opportunity right there. And oh my god, it's just so many ghouls. It's just way too many ghouls. And again, I must ask, isn't this a little light on the archers? If he had gone for 5 archers, kept on producing, could have looked quite a bit differently. Ghouls are very hurt though. He's gonna get a lot of kills. Oh, the Zeppelin is so cool. Zeppelin also a really big steal away from his opponent, so he can't, Zeppelin cargo lift up against the surrounds. And now he's surrounded again. But he does have a staff, and the surface area here really isn't all that great. Gets level 3. Alright. Oh, but now it's too late. It's GG. Looked okay there for a second, but no. That's it. GG. And the 2-0 for Lucifer.